Hello everybody, this is Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a new review. I am reviewing the just released Until Dawn Rush of Blood for the PlayStation VR. This game was developed by Supermassive Games. They're the same fine people that made the original Until Dawn, which if you haven't played that game, pick it up. It is a great friggin' game. This game was developed by them and published by Sony and was released on October 13th with the launch of the PlayStation VR. Now, this game is an interesting one. It is on-the-rails shooter. Now, it's pretty much reminds me of a cross between Carnival and some of those light gun games that you would actually play if you went to an amusement park. But this one has some nice little aspects to it as you go through. Even though it's on the rail shooter, it's got a lot of stuff you have to physically dodge to get out of the way, or you'll actually be hit by like saw blades, wood, monsters, and all kinds of other stuff. Now, if you're afraid of heights, it's got some good aspects with the roller coaster ride that will really mess with you. If you're going down hills and around corners, it can actually lead to you be kind of queasy and actually feel like you're really riding a roller coaster, which is really cool. And even though you can play this game with just a regular controller, the PS4 controller, I highly recommend you play it with the Move controllers, because if you play it with the regular controller, it will lock both of your hands to one analog stick, which means whatever you shoot with one wherever you aim with, both guns will aim there, which is kind of a pain in the ass. If you actually play it with the Move controllers, which are far better, they're really very accurate, and only after a couple minutes you'll get used to actually how to control each hand. With the force feedback of the Move controllers, after a while it honestly feels like you're really shooting guns with your hand. And the main thing is, you can't really tell in these videos, but it's one of the things that most people say, unless you actually put the VR headset on and actually play one of these games, you really can't truthfully experience the overall scale, size, the quality of the 3D audio, sound, and all in all, it is a very entertaining, fun game. Now, this game is set up in different chapters as you progress through the mind of an insane person as he spirals into pretty much madness. As you progress through, there's 7 different levels. Each one will roughly take you around 10 to 15 minutes each to complete them, so the overall length of this game is not that long. You're looking at roughly about maybe 2 to 3 hours tops from start to finish to get through and play through all 7 levels. But it's really interesting game. I got to give it credit where credit's due. It does have different difficulties. If you play it on the insane difficulty, if you die in a level, you have to restart from the very beginning of each level. Now, fortunately, if you play on an easier difficulty, if you die, it'll start you at like a checkpoint system that's not too far back from where you pretty much got killed. It does have a lot of jump scares and a lot of gore to it. It does use pretty much all the nice little PlayStation VR tricks of the trade. Like I said, it really will mess with you. This game is actually a really good example of what the PSVR actually can do. While it is kind of gimmicky overall, for a PSVR game, it's not just a tacked on mission. It is actually built from the ground up for the VR experience, and it actually does show. It is a fantastic game. Now, you got to think, well, Nathan, it's only 2 to 3 hours long. Well, fortunately, most of the PSVR games that are being released right now are really cheap prices. This one you can pick up is only $20, and honestly, it is worth it. You can play through it multiple times for the $20. It does have some pretty stereotypical kind of things about the game, that with the jump scares and ghosts and monsters and demons. If you don't like spiders, they're in there, and it's rather gory as well. But all in all, it is a fantastic example of what the PlayStation VR can do. So my final score of Until Dawn Rush of Blood is a rather high 8 out of a 10. I give it an 8 out of a 10. Even though it's a short game, the game itself fundamentally from the ground up was built for VR, and it shows. Now, if you can get past some of the stupid AI, because most of the enemies will pretty much just bum rush you, and they'll pretty much get in your face and attack you. But for what it is basically just meant to be just a fun, stupid, first-person shooter game, and in that aspect, it actually serves its purpose. So I highly recommend this game. So if you have a PlayStation VR, this is definitely a game you want to pick up. You know, it plays a lot better than most of the other ones that just seem like tech demos. This one seems like actually a decent game. You know, I want to thank everybody who subscribes to my channel. I want to thank everybody who watches this video. And please, 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 I love it when you leave comments below. Let me know what you think if you're able to play this game. Let me know what game you want to see me review next on the PlayStation VR. And of course, I've got to say it as usual. Remember, everyone, the devil is always in the details. Have fun and peace out.